It doesn't matter who you are or where you are on your journey. The fact that you are here now means something powerful. It means that you have been searching, fighting, and striving to make things work. But perhaps, like many of us, you have hit a wall of frustration. I know this feeling well, the sensation of being stuck while the world seems to spin at a dizzying speed for everyone else. If this is your reality right now, take a deep breath because I have news that might change your perspective. The successful people you admire, those who seem to have everything under control, are not fundamentally different from us. You and I possess the same raw potential, the same ability to not only achieve but to surpass their accomplishments. Does it sound too good to be true? How can something as grand as outperforming the best be easy? The answer lies in the path you choose to follow. You long for results, for a life that reflects your ambitions, and the world often whispers a single word as the solution: discipline. Ah, discipline, that concept that follows us like a shadow, promising success in exchange for sacrifice. But I tell you, no matter how talented you are, if discipline is a burden, it will become an obstacle. True discipline is not about doing what you hate, but about finding passion in what you do. It's not about feeling good all the time, but about continuing, even when motivation wavers. The feeling of discomfort is fleeting, but your determination, that remains. You are greater than your feelings, but there is a problem. Our brains are programmed to seek the easiest path. This is an inheritance from our ancestors who sought the greatest reward with the least effort to survive. To be disciplined, we must go against this programming, fight our instincts, and choose the harder way. But what if there was a way to get results with less effort? A way that aligns with your natural inclinations? Yes, such a way exists. Each of us has natural inclinations that shape how we see and react to the world. These are the things we do or think about naturally and constantly. We can simply call them talents. When we follow our talents, we don't have to struggle. It's just who we are. I remember reading a book that opened my mind to the different types of talents we can have. If you are instinctively curious, that's a talent. If you are competitive, that's a talent. If you are responsible, that's a talent. Now picture this. What if you took something that comes naturally to you and used it productively? That is the secret to outworking everyone. Even traits that are usually seen as negative can turn into talents when used in the right way. Stubbornness can be a talent if you find a job that requires persistence. Anxiety can be a talent if it helps you anticipate problems and plan solutions. When you use your talent, you get better results with less effort. Then you start to get compliments and it feels really good, which makes you want to repeat it. Something amazing happens when you repeat an action many times. You become really good at it. Imagine a child with a natural inclination for writing. Their first compliment comes from an essay they wrote. They feel good, so they start writing more often. Eventually, they don't know if they write better due to their natural inclination or simply because they write more than others. We often feel down and unmotivated because we go after things that don't really fit us, making us put in a ton of effort for average results. One time I came across a sales job that seemed perfect for me. It fit all my boxes back then. I could do it in my free time since I worked 9 to 7. I had a chance to make more money, and best of all, I could work from anywhere. But I didn't think about one thing. I never stopped to ask if this was the right path for me. The answer came quickly. It wasn't. Just the thought of calling a stranger was enough to give me a slight tachycardia. Deep down, I thought if I just pushed through my feelings and did what was necessary, I could become good at it. But the reality was that I felt even worse seeing that something so simple for some was a huge step for me. I noticed that a lot of the people who were doing well were great at communicating and connecting with others. Some loved the competition. I didn't feel any of that. I've always been more of an analytical type. I actually enjoyed just hanging out with my thoughts, and I wanted to find a path where I could use that to my advantage. The truth is that discipline can take you far. Take Muggsy Bogues, for example. He was a basketball player known for being one of the shortest guys in the NBA. He exceeded expectations by standing out in the league, becoming a symbol of determination and overcoming obstacles. However, despite being a fast player and a great defender, his height meant he had to work harder than others to make up for it. I'm not saying discipline isn't important. After all, hard work and practice are key for getting great results. What I mean is that if you pick a path that matches your strengths, discipline gets a lot easier. In school, we're graded on every subject, even if it's your weakest. But in our lives, we can choose which tests to take. The secret to outworking everyone is to design your life so you are graded on your strengths. Imagine an athlete who, instead of training tirelessly in a sport they dislike, discovers a passion for another where their movements are fluid and natural. The effort doesn't disappear, but the joy and ease with which they dedicate themselves transform discipline into a pleasure. It's about finding your flow, your rhythm, where hard work becomes a natural extension of who you are. When you align your actions with your innate talents, the journey becomes less of a battle and more of a dance. You are not fighting against your nature, but flowing with it. And it is in this flow that the real magic happens, where success is not just achieved, but lived with purpose and passion. So what is your talent? What moves you? What makes you feel alive? Discover it, embrace it, and watch as discipline transforms from a burden into an unstoppable force in your life.